Good evening, Liverpool. Yeah, I did. I drove from London to Manchester. My lovely sister drove me to Liverpool, so I'm really happy to be here. And I'm loving this crowd. There's white and some brown folk. Yes, there are. Love it, love it. You know what? It reminds me of a diversity training day. And they made me go to one. In fact, my colleague, right, Muna, who's a so-called ethnic like me, right? By the way, I can say that, you definitely can't say that. So I work in quite a liberal North London college, so it's mainly white colleagues. And she gathered all our white colleagues in a room, again like this, yes. And she comes in, right, and she sniffs the air, and she's like, I can smell a racist. She looks at me, right, Salma, the other ethnic, and she's like, can you smell a racist? And I'm like, yes, finally a witch hunt I can be part of. So I take a deep breath in, right, and my white colleagues start tensing up, bums clenched on the seat. A bit like you, sir. But you know what? You can unclench them. Because actually, right, I was remembering my school days and the smell of my first crush, Jamie. Aww. Yeah, we used to call him Jamie the racist. But to be fair to him, he was a bloody racist. But alhamdulillah, he smelled good. He smelled Lynx Africa. I mean, he was wearing it like as a white ironic scent choice. Yeah. And his mum's stolen silk cut cigarettes. Yeah. And shepherd's pie. The trifecta of whiteness. So I said to Muna, yes, I can smell a racist. But you know what? I surprised myself because actually, however many years later now, quite old, it's a hair dye. It hides the greys. I'm speaking of racist, I'm married to a white man. Yeah, for my sins. Yeah, it's a bit difficult, right? Because I'm a Pakistani ex-Muslim, now married to a white Irish Catholic. And I'm really not sure how this whole sin thing works, right? But I reckon through this marriage, I'm atoning for all of my sins at once, and the sins of my ancestors. Right. Now, I'm not saying all white people are racist, but when my husband Sean pisses me off, I call him the great white bastard. Which is fair, right? I've experienced 45 years of racism from other white men. He can deal with the occasional bit of bum clenching uncomfortableness. This guy knows what I'm talking about. And look, you know what? Mixed race marriages, they do have their unique challenges, right? I mean, so I meet Sean's parents for the first time in a pub at 11 a.m. Because my father-in-law is an alcoholic. And I think he's trying to impress me, come meet me in the office, which is what he calls the pub. Now, the concerning bit is, right, Sean's aunt and cousins have died from drinking. But what I don't understand is we then, after the funeral, right, we go to something called the wake. And we go to the pub and we drink. So this family definitely has a problem with alcohol, right? But the bigger problem is they don't understand irony. I think Sean married me, right, a Muslim, as a way to kind of escape the alcoholism in his family. But obviously didn't realise I'm an ex-Muslim. I'm doing 7 people's worth of drinking. Okay, so this is where it gets slightly weird, right? So I meet Sean's dad for the first time in a pub, and there's the weirdest display of unity that I genuinely think only a drunk man can think of. He put on an Irish folk tune called Pakistani Pat. I love it. The Liverpool crowd are not shocked by this fact. I've done that story in London and they're just very quiet about it. So, look, let me explain, right? Pakistani Pat, okay. Some of you might be shocked, but believe me, right, there is an Irish folk tune called Pakistani Pat. And I know every cringe-inducing word, right? And so, okay, let me explain Pakistani Pat. It's about an Irish folk tune about a man with Pakistani and Irish heritage, okay? Written in the 70s, so diversity training, not a thing, right? Oh, by the way, speaking of diversity, I'm gonna say the lyrics, but I won't sing it, okay? No, seriously, my Irish accent is so bad, it sounds Jamaican. Right. And I just think that's a whole another level of racism we just don't need. We don't need it, people. We don't need it in Liverpool. So the lyrics go like this, Pakistani Pat. Proud on Pakistan and the Emerald Isle. I was born in Cricklewood, there's nothing wrong with that. I've been to Cricklewood, there definitely is something wrong with that. And tell my neighbours here that my name is Pakistani Pat. So there I am in a pub full of wasted Irish people singing Pakistani Pat in my face. Right, guys, come on. Let's be fair. They were trying to make me feel welcome. And they've continued to do this, right? Every Easter, when they give me a box of black magic chocolates. I told you this family doesn't understand irony. Claire, have I got time to joke about hating my kids? Yeah. Okay, like just to say, right? Who's got children here?
Yeah.
Oh God, you poor cows. Who are the childless couples? Give me a shout. There's students here. Lying. Oh, well done you. Hashtag living your best life. Do you know what my hashtag is? Yeah? I hate my children. Yeah? And I'll tell you why. It's because they are weak pussies. Right, I'll give you a recent example. I'm sorry about this bit, Claire. Our kitten got sick, right? And they were like, Mummy, can you make it better? And I'm like, no. Right? I checked the no frills pet insurance. He did not cover the cancer operation. Do you know what? It cost 15 grand to keep it alive. No, because you know what, madam? You know you can get a new one for 150 quid. And she knows because she's bought some, I can tell. So there I am, yeah, with my 3 weak children around our dead kitten's grave. I buried it in the garden with a thrifty Pakistani. And only one of them is crying. Yeah, remember this is the kitten that they love. They wanted to say 15 grand on their pathetic. I got a glimpse into the future. It's my funeral. Only one of them is crying. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make them all cry, okay? I'm going to leave a written confession, and it's going to say, oh, could have saved that kitten all along. I just didn't. I've been so aligned, thank you very much.